A very good morning to all my students. Class, in this video, today we will start the reading and the explanation of the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon. First of all, let's discuss something about the poet. Frederick Ogden Nash was an American poet famous for his light verse. He was known as the producer of humorous poetry. He received Sarah Josepha Hale Award in 1964. Let's start with the reading and the explanation of the poem. The Tale of Custard the Dragon. Blinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse, and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon, and a really truly little pet dragon. So, here in this first stanza, the poet says that once there was a little girl named Blinda. She lived in a little white house. She lived with some creatures who were her pets. They were a black kitten, a grey mouse, a yellow dog, a little red wagon, and a creature that the poet says was really and truly a dragon. Let's come to the second stanza. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard. But the dragon was a coward, and she called him Custard. Let's start with the explanation of second stanza. The poet explained here the name of all the animals that are tamed by Blinda. He says that the name of black kitten is Ink, and the name of grey mouse is Blink. The little yellow dog had yellow color, and so she calls him Mustard. And the dragon that was a coward was a weakling called Custard. Let's come to the third stanza. Custard the dragon had big sharp teeth, and spikes on top of him, and scales underneath. Mouth like a fireplace, chimney for a nose, and really truly daggers on his toes. So here the poet describes the dragon that it had big sharp teeth and spikes on top. This means that its skin was pointed on the top. On the lower part it had scales, which were bony plates to protect the skin. His mouth has been compared to a fireplace because it is assumed that dragons can release fire from the mouth. Okay? Even his nose is compared to a chimney, which is used to pass out smoke. His feet are like a sharp knife, i.e., a dagger. Okay? Now let's move on to the fourth stanza. Blinda was a brave as a barrel full of beers, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was a brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. As you are getting by the language of the fourth stanza, the poet here explains the inner strength or the bravery of various characters of the poem. He says that Blinda was a brave as a group of bears, and Ink and Blink were so brave that they could hunt lions even. So here he has shown the bravery of the kitten and the little mouse that could hunt even a lion, right? And the dog was very beautiful, brave, just like an angry tiger. But to contrast of all of them was Custard. Custard was there to make a comparison with all of them. Custard the dragon was not at all brave. He was so afraid of everything that he always demanded for a safe cage to protect himself from any kind of danger. Okay, now let's move on to the fifth stanza. Blinda tickled him. She tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the really truly cowardly dragon. So here Blinda used to stroke the dragon in a very cruel way, in a very rude manner. Ink, Blink, and Mustard made fun of him, right? They actually laugh at him by comparing him to a knight named Percival, who was thought to be brave but ran away due to lack of courage. They are actually comparing him to that kind of coward. They used to tease the dragon while sitting in their little red wagon. So here till everything is clear, the explanation is clear to you hopefully. Let's come to the sixth stanza. Blinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said Wick, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age, when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Here the poet says that Blinda used to laugh so loudly that her voice echoed in the house. Blink the mouse used to laugh and make a sound of wick. On the other hand, Ink and Mustard would actually tease him by asking the dragon his age whenever he used to demand for a nice safe cage. Means they are making fun of him by asking his age if he is asking for a cage to protect himself, right? They take it as a part of amusement only. So till here I hope everything is clear to you. The whole explanation I have done has been clear to you. Further poem we will discuss the explanation as well as the reading part in the next video. Till then, have a happy day. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.